Good afternoon, students. Today in this video, we are going to see the definition of tragedy. What is a tragedy? The meaning of tragedy. What is a tragedy? Tragedy is a form of drama. It's a kind of drama. It's a form of drama. A play dealing with tragic events. Tragedy deals with tragic events and it has an unhappy ending, especially concerning with the downfall of the main character. That means we see the downfall of the main character, that is the hero. We see unhappy ending in tragedy. We see the tragic events in tragedy. And these are all concerned with the downfall of the hero. Example, Shakespeare's tragedies. An event causing great suffering, destruction, and distress, such as serious accident, crime, or natural catastrophe, is the meaning of the word tragedy. What is the meaning of the word tragedy? Tragedy means there will be a great suffering. There is great suffering, destruction, distress, serious accidents, crimes, and natural catastrophe. So, this is the meaning of the word tragedy. The exact meaning of the word tragedy is a very sad event or situation, especially involving death or suffering. We see the death of the hero or the suffering of the hero in tragedy. That is the correct meaning or the exact meaning. And there are 4 types of tragedies. What are they? Complex tragedy, the tragedy of suffering, the tragedy of character, the tragedy of spectator. And what the words are used? What are the words used to describe the tragedy? The words like dreadful, calamitous, disastrous, or fatal are the words which describe the tragedy. So, these are the words which are used to describe the tragedy. The word tragedy comes from Greek he goat, literally the song of a goat. This meaning has a couple of theories. What are those couple of theories? What are those theories? In ancient Athens, when tragedy was first performed on the stage, Dionysus, the Greek god to whom the plays were dedicated. So, according to the theory, Dionysus was the Greek god, and to this Dionysus all the plays were dedicated when the tragedies were first performed in Greek Athens. And it was also associated with satyrs, a sort of mythological goat. Goats may have been sacrificed during the performance of tragedies in ancient Athens. So, from this theory, we come to know that goats may have been sacrificed. Goats were sacrificed when the tragedies were first performed on the stage in Athens, ancient Athens. So, Aristotle, he wrote poetics. And in this poetics, Aristotle, he described the tragedy as a morally ambiguous genre in which a noble hero goes from good fortune to bad. So Aristotle, in his poetics, he has given the definition of the tragedy. What is the definition of tragedy according to Aristotle? According to Aristotle, the hero goes from good fortune to bad. That means we see the hero's downfall from good fortune to bad. Okay, we see the downfall of the hero. Okay, and hero's misfortune is brought about not by vice or depravity, but by some error or frailty, which is also known as hamartia, that is by a fatal flaw. So, hero's downfall is caused by the fatal flaw. Hero's character was from highest point to the lowest point. The downfall. We see the downfall of the hero from the highest point to the lowest point. How it becomes, how the hero falls down. Okay, it is the misfortune of the hero, brought about not by vice or depravity, not by the weakness of the hero, or not by the moral perversion of the hero, but by some error or frailty. Frailty means moral weakness. It is by frailty of the hero, which the hero's character falls from the highest point to the lowest. It is known as hamartia. It's known as hamartia. That is by a fatal flaw. So some fatal flaw, unfortunate defect. It is due to the unfortunate defect that is called the fatal flaw. Because of the fatal flaw, it is the meaning of the fatal flaw is unfortunate defect. It is because of the unfortunate defect of the hero, the hero falls down from the highest point to the lowest. The point of Greek tragedy is to use this morally ambiguous character's death to create an emotional effect. Why the hero was shown like that? Why the hero's fall was shown? Because to bring some emotional effect in an audience. To bring some emotional effect in the audience, there was the use of this fatal flaw in the character of the hero. That means the hero's fall was shown because to bring some effect in an audience in those days. A purifying sort of emotional release that Aristotle calls catharsis. A purifying sort of emotional release. We can see the emotional release of the audience. To bring that effect, to bring that emotional release in the audience, in those days, hero's character was shown. It was fallen down from the highest point to the lowest. That is called hamartia. It is known as hamartia. Okay. It is a branch of tragedy. Is a branch of drama that addresses the sorrowful downfall of a protagonist in a serious manner. We see the protagonist. The protagonist is nothing but maybe a hero. Okay, maybe a hero sometimes, or maybe some other character. So the drama that addresses the sorrowful downfall of a protagonist in a serious manner. The downfall of the protagonist or the downfall of the hero was shown in a serious manner in the tragedy. In many tragedies, the protagonist is a tragic hero of exalted social status. We see the protagonist who belonged to the highest social status. He belonged to the highest social status, the tragic hero of exalted social status. That means the hero belonged to the highest social status. Okay, and whose own character flaw combines with fate to bring about their ruin. Some characters fatal flaw was there in the character of the hero to bring about their ruin. The tragic form was first developed by the ancient Greeks as a dramatic art. So this tragedy was developed by the ancient Greeks as a dramatic art. So ancient Greeks, they developed this tragedy. Okay. Sophocles and Euripides wrote tragic dramas. These plays established concepts of the tragic hero, tragic flaw, and the resulting catharsis. Thank you.